Shavua Tov to everyone. I was in shul this past Friday, and I think the Chazan did something fascinatingly beautiful, and I wanted to say a big Yesher Koach, because I think what he did was correct. He said Modim, Anachnu Lach, those three words. Everyone else said Modim de Rabbanan. When they finished, he picked up at Shatahu Hashem Elokeinu. And I think he did the right thing, simply because it's impossible to do two things at once. We're supposed to say Modim de Rabbanan for various reasons. On the other hand, we're supposed to hear every word of Chazarat Hashatz. So there is a built-in clash there. The Chazan found a good solution. He said Modim with everyone, not to make anyone think that everyone's thanking God, and he's not. But he stopped there, wait till everyone finished Modim de Rabbanan, and then picked up. So everyone said Modim de Rabbanan, and at the same time heard every word of Chazarat Hashatz. And indeed, the Mishnah Bura in Siman Kuf Kaf Dalet Seif Katan Mem Aleph says he doesn't understand how people, Chazanim to be precise, say Modim while people are saying Modim de Rabbanan, because the takana of Chazarat Hashatz was that people should hear every word of Chazarat Hashatz, and therefore it's impossible to hear every word while you're talking. So I really thought he did the right thing. And in the book Nefesh Harav by Rav Hershel Schechter on page Kuf Kaf Tet, he says that's what the Rav suggested to do. However, like many things that I say on this podcast, it's very hard for me to believe that everyone else is making a mistake. It's very hard for me to believe that every other shul, where indeed Modim de Rabbanan is said simultaneous with the Chazan, they're making a mistake. So indeed, just 3 chapters later, in the Mishnah Bura, Simon Kuf Kav Zayin Seif Katan Gimel, the Mishnah Bura contradicts himself, not the only time, but this is one of those times. And he says, and I quote, Ve'en hashas tzarich lahamtin ad sheyisaymu atzibur modim de Rabbanan ela mitpalel kedarko. He doesn't have to wait till everyone finishes modim de Rabbanan. He continues davening regular. Everyone says modim de Rabbanan. How do you do two things at once? There's a beautiful daf in Sota, Daf Mem, that talks about psukim people used to say while they were getting Birkas Kohanim. Some Amoraim were happy with it, others were not. Some said you could do two things at once. Others said it's just not nice. People are giving you a bracha and you're doing something else. It's like someone's talking to you and you're looking at your phone. So you have 2 dayot in the Gemara, and it's not surprising, you have 2 dayot in Mishnah Bura. What should you do, in my humble opinion, as follows? If it's a shul that's not too pedantic about time, I believe that Chazan was correct, because it's very difficult to do 2 things at once, and therefore Modim de Rabbanan first, while saying Modim Anachnu Lach with the Tzibur, and then picking up when they're finished. However, if people are very pedantic on time, if anyone gets uncomfortable, the Mishnah Bura is definitely what to rely on, that you can do 2 things at once, and it's not the only time in halacha. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.